Oh, a nice instrument. Maybe I should learn to play it and become a wandering minstrel.
Greetings.
Davon hätte ich gern noch mehr, bitte.
So you're saying the number of stanzas or style of meter are irrelevant?
I've got that lute for you.
Incredible! Magnificent! Fascinating.
You really got it! Give me that lovely thing so I can fondle her.
Such a noble instrument is just begging to celebrate art and life.
It's like it's saying, hey, with me in your hands, you'll be able to grab any wench you want.
How can you take such a fine thing and abuse it for vulgar gain?
Abuse? No, friend. Put to good use.
Come on, play me something, will you?
Give me a moment. I just have to hold it like this, and...
What's that you have there? Hey, let me see. How the hell do you... hold it? Ah. Oh, Anna has tiny tits, like a pair of cherry pits. Uh-oh.
Christ! No!
The idiot broke the strings!
What are you doing, you idiot? Do you know what I had to do to get that loot?
I'm sorry, but... mate... Oh, I best be off now, eh?
Fuck! Shit! You fucking whoreson! Your ma should have dumped you on the manure heap the moment you were born. What's gonna happen with that loot?
Use it for... firewood. It'll burn nicely with that lacquer.
What? Henry, sick him! I mean, give him what for?
Hey, why don't we all just simmer down? After all, it was an accident.
Yeah. Of course it was an accident. Then I was just... I wanted to give it a stroke.
There you go. Now apologise nicely and clear off.
All right. I'm sorry. Sorry. Forget me. Forgive me. Well, forget it.
Now what are we supposed to do? Without strings, it's just firewood, you know?
Our dreams are shattered. The rose-tinted skies of glory are obscured by dark clouds. We'll be toiling in filth till we breathe our last.
Farewell to Kuttenberg. Farewell to you lovely city damsels.
What's the hold-up? Am I supposed to open my mouth and wait?
We could
for it to
replace
rain?
those strings with new ones, couldn't we?
Look, old pal. Henry himself is offering to lend a hand.
The hunter Vostatek told me once that he made some strings for someone. He can make some for us.
Vostatek? I have to drop in on him anyway.
Really? Fortune must be smiling down on us.
We could go and see him together.
But considering our fragile constitutions, George and I might not even make it there. The nectar of poetry may be a balm to the soul, but not so much to the muscles.
All right. I'll go and see what he says.
All praise and glory to you. May you and all your kin be honored for 7 generations for all you have done for us unfortunate artists.
Now we can settle our debt.
Of course. You saved my skin, and even got Pepig back. Zlata would be sad if anything happened to us. I almost wonder if she'd be sadder about me or the horse.
Should I ask her?
Oh, give it a rest. Before I change my mind about that reward. You're a tough bloke, Henry. You chopped up that band of thieves all on your own. Bloody hell. Who would have thought?
Zlata's really the one that saved you by sending me to get you. She's the one you should be thanking.
True enough. My Zlata's got a heart of gold. But she does keep complaining about my drinking. Speaking of drinking, stop by sometime when I'm back on my feet. We can sit on the bench behind my cottage and look out over Vidlak Pond. Oh, that water sure makes a fella thirsty. Maybe you won't even choke on it this time.
I was hoping I'd never have to drink that stuff again. But who knows where my travels will lead me.
But before I forget, here's your reward.
That's quite a lot of coin.
That it is. I just spend it on booze anyway. So take it. You deserve it. And if you ever need a place to sleep, our door is always open. We won't ask you for anything.
Thanks.
I'm trying to get strings for a lute, and I hear you know all about that.
I do, but it ain't so straightforward. You have to sacrifice an animal for that.
You mean an altar? Candles, mysterious chanting and stuff?
Nah, nothing like that. You just have to get a sheep, find the thinnest gut, and weave strings from it. You can eat the rest.
I don't know how to gut animals.
Well, you're just gonna have to learn. Run along to the woods and bag a deer or a few hares, eh? You won't get much of any use out of them at first, but after a bit of practice, you'll get there.
And meanwhile, I'll clear half your forest of game.
You'd have your work cut out, lad. But if you'd rather, you can always buy those guts from a butcher.
All right, I'll get the guts somewhere.
The Takov folk have sheep aplenty. If you killed one, they wouldn't even notice. It would serve that bastard Project right anyway. He's put up the price of his liquor again.
I'd like to learn something.
What is this about?
What did you say I need for the strings?
Guts, you giblet. Kill a sheep, open it up, gut it. Easy as pie. Take care, friend.
How can I help you, stranger?
Show me your wares. I'd like to discuss the price.
Sure. Why not?
I'll go for that.
Thank you, and a good day to you, friend.
I've got that sheep gut for you.
I hope you killed the poor creature before you pulled it out of its rectum. Or did you chicken out and buy it somewhere? Not that I care. Wait here a while and I'll make them strings for you.
Gentle knight, why linger on? Let's fuck quick.
I got those strings for you.
Ah, how the hills shall ring out in gladness to their glorious sound.
We'll fix the loot and head off for Kuttenberg, fame and fortune. All praise to you, friend.
Right. I hope that's all you need.
If only, Henry, old pal. It's just there's still one little fuck-up. Friend, we have a problem. The innkeeper doesn't want us to leave. Says Kuttenberg isn't the place for us.
Can you imagine? He who never set foot outside his village wants to block 2 free souls in their path to fame.
And fortune.
And recognition.
And under the skirts of town maidens.
Beast. In short, dear friend, you must have a word with him. You're worldly wise. He's sure to listen more to you than to us.
Hang on. How can the innkeeper keep you from going anywhere?
Well, you know, he's incapable of grasping that the artistic soul needs to fly as free as a bird.
Aye, he's an
Ignoramus.
Besides, we owe him a bit of coin.
He lets you two drink on credit? How so?
Because he's a damn crook.
He knows we can't pay back our debt outright, but he counts every wretched sip we take and adds it to the burden we have to shoulder.
Well, why don't you pay him back then?
That's just it. We'd love to. We could always scrape together a few groschen.
But it's not coin he's after. He wants us to work off our debt.
God grant you health.
I'll have a word with him, and we'll see what happens.
That's the spirit.
Let's drink to that!
God bless. Good day.
That Henry, he's a sly one.
He's sure to bring the innkeeper to his senses. Who are we to be toiling outside? Folly!
Madness!
Absurd!
Balderdash!
The ramblings of an unhinged mind!
A pile of fucking horseshit!
What's going on around here, innkeeper?
Nothing really new. If you're looking for work, look somewhere else.
Can I get something to eat and a place to sleep?
If you got the coin, it can be arranged. And for how long?
I'll stay here longer.
All right, but money up front.
I hear Michael and George have run up a small debt with you.
A small debt? They owe me a whole heap of work, my friend. A month ago, I told them to dig a hole for shit behind the barn, and I'm still waiting. There's a privy there, but now it's full. The shit has nowhere to go but downhill. It's flowing down to the bathhouse. The other day, they promised that if I poured them a drink, they'd haul sacks of chaff to the barn. They boozed for free all night and swolfed down sausages till they were as greasy as a cart axle. But that chaff is still out in the damp and rain.
Showing my sense of rhythm to some Kuttenberg damsel.
Animal.
So, haul some sacks and empty the latrine. And then the debt is paid.
Aye, but I'll bet my boots that even if those two miraculously got off their asses, they'd still manage to rack up another debt in no time.
Shall we? To quiet our spirits.
Fellas, about those jobs you're supposed to do.
We? But dear friend, we're artists.
Why don't you do it yourselves?
What? Surely you can't be serious.
You expect artists to grab hold of a shovel? But that's going against nature. We have to compose new songs now. Being a poet is hard work, you know.
Listen here. I'm not going to wade around in shit just because you're a pair of lazybones.
Troubadours, you meant to say. Poets? Who else will do it if not you?
I told you, I'm not doing it. It's your shit. You fucking muck it out.
And we took you for a friend. You're just like the others. You don't know shit about art and you put no value on it.
You're just like the others. You have no appreciation of the fragility of an artist's soul.
I'm fed up with being used by you.
If that's your attitude, goodbye then. We took you for a better man.
Just look at what you've accomplished thanks to us, and all the adventures you've had.
Well,
Such benevolence deserves to be repaid.
It's good of you to help us clean the place up. After all, it's the least we could ask of you. See, Michael? Henry's delighted to help us.
I knew you'd never leave us stuck.
You won't be sorry. We'll pay you back in gold for every single turd. Ah, your love is clear to me when I see your hose around your knees.
Good God, what's that supposed to be?
Proper poetry, innit? A celebration of all that's beautiful in this world.
All that's beautiful. All that's
couldn't someone else do the work instead of Michael and George? They just do a shoddy job anyway. You know them.
Well, they'd have to do it again then. I'm telling you. Until the chaff's undercover and the latrine's clean enough to eat out of, them two owe me.
God, perhaps you'd be better off composing poetry about nature.
As you wish. 'Tis wise to imitate nature's habits. From dusk till dawn, go at it like rabbits. Why did I open my mouth?
Forget about those two fools. You're not responsible for their upbringing. A decent pile of coin could smooth everything over, couldn't it? I'll give you the coin for some hired hand to do the job.
Well, that pile of groschen will have to be mighty big. Cleaning out the privy's going to be a nasty job.
Royal the Kuttenberg treasury, in that finest of our cities.
And oh, the lovely wenches
Satisfied?
there. How
More.
I love to stroke their titties.
Stop that! You're interrupting my train of thought.
Well, now, everyone should be satisfied. Good trade makes good friends, eh?
They spend their wages at the bars on girls who wash their cocks. The little Kuttenberg, they love the chink of coin.
I've squared things with the innkeeper. Your debt's been settled.
Our savior! We knew you'd support our artistic souls and save our mortal bodies.
May your name live in glory.
Your glory shall be sealed by the song we wrote for you.
Oh my God, what have you done?
Fuck yeah! For you and about you, our hero.
Definitely not going to sing those words, right?
Which words?
You know exactly what
I'm
words.
just joking. Right, you ready?
Can't tune the strings.
You've got one job. Good? Right.
When it seems you're out of luck,
There's just one man who gives a fuck.
a friend who'll never leave you stuck. Now who can that friend be?
Well,
Ludiak?
Henry, our hero Henry, the fellow who helps his fellow man. Henry, reliable Henry, he gets the job done the best he can. Oh, oh,
ho.
Watch out, watch out, here we go.
Ho, ho, ho.
I can't hear you in the back.
When you want to string your lute and trumpet with your black drum,
Who will pull a sheep gut out through the creature's rectum? Oh, Henry, we thank you, Henry, the fellow who helps his fellow man.
his fellow man.
Henry, let's drink to Henry.
He gets the job done the best he can.
Yeah!
So, how did you like it?
Weren't we fantastic? I tell you, that lute really gave it a punch.
I'd say we were incomparable. Chi la dura la vince. You can't keep a good man down. The world awaits us.
Awaits us with open arms.
Absolutely great. Amazing. Breathtaking.
Ha ha! I knew it!
If our first song is so successful, just imagine how our next one will be received.
We'll conquer the fucking world!
Dear Enrico, thank you for everything. It's time for us to shake the dust of this God-forsaken place off our feet and seek our fortune in the big wide world.
Kuttenberg, here we come!
New life, here we come!
Now, hold your horses, fellas. What about my reward for everything I've done for you?
We've already paid you back, my friend.
Didn't you hear the ode we wrote about you?
Look, that's all very nice. But what about some coin?
Please, Henry, don't be so base. No gold in the world can match the luster of our velvet voices.
Just wait till that song about you makes the rounds. You'll be so famous you'll have to fend off the women with a pitchfork.
Besides, you've gained the most valuable thing in all the world. Friends.
Farewell, friend. And thanks for everything.
God bless.
God bless you.